I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Majeski,
Here.
Meinhardt,
Here.
Counselor, here. Oakley,
Here.
Haskell,
Here.
Gross,
Here.
Gilmore,
Here.
Bacon,
Here.
Undesides.
Here. Okay, you all had a chance to look at the agenda. We need a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make the motion. We approve the agenda as presented. I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. General public comment. Jenny, you have any comments?
Thank you. I hope you had a great weekend.
You didn't pitch in first?
Yeah, Pete Preston.
You have any on my agenda? Oh, there you go. Sorry.
Thank you. First of all, thank you for accommodating us and getting the equalization
You
session.
pull your microphone closer. We really want to test this out.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It should be.
nervous. So this is essentially our New Year's Eve in the equalization season. It's where we've wrapped everything up with our studies end of last year. And then all the assessors have went through the board of review. We've balanced with them. So now it's time for the board of commissioners to do final equalization. All the units are within ratio between 49 and 50 for all classes. Meaning that their true cash value to their assessed value is a ratio of 49 to 50, which is in compliance with the state statute. So we've balanced, and now we need you folks to approve of the 4024 form. And that certifies for all the local units, and then we send it out to the state, and they do their wrap up at the first week of May. And so that's today. We're looking for the 4024 to be approved, which is the final equalization. And then for the chairperson and the clerk, the risk breaker, which is the 4037s, which need to be signed for all local units so they can stick it in their assessment roll and be compliant with state statute as well. We did, and Tracy did a phenomenal job, Tracy Brubaker, putting all of this together. We did provide you a general sheet showing the difference that the total equalized value, which is half the true cash or market value, went up approximately $200 million in the county. The taxable value, which you apply your millage to for your revenue source, went up 84 million. Now that's a 5.73% increase, whereas the rate of inflation was 3.1. What does that tell us? There was still a lot of transfers and uncappings and a lot of new construction that took place. We also gave you last year's estimated revenue based on 1.4 billion of taxable value, and then this year 1.56 million, also with preliminary calculations for Headley, which reduces your mill percent, and so you're essentially looking at a revenue difference of about 375,000 to the general fund from property taxes. I will note that is subject to tax tribunals, veterans exemptions, poverty exemptions throughout the year, and our final calculation of the Headley rollback. So that's all I have. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
The email that I sent you did have the figures with the VAT exemption.
Pete, we're taxed the rate of inflation or 5%, whatever is least, right?
Taxable value, yes, will go up at the rate of inflation as long as it does not exceed the assessed value or 5%.
Okay, was it 5% this year?
No, it was 3.1%. The last 2 years have been 5%.
Okay, so this year it's kind of coming down. Any ballpark projections on next year?
If I could gauge the market, I would be in a yacht in the Caribbean. Right now, everything's up and down. Our study period is over a two-year sales period. And that ended on March 31st. So going back 2 years, is what our study is. That's intended to stay out of the fluctuations and kind of smooth things out. So right now, your guess is as good as mine. We will be running our residential studies early this year. Now, residential is your biggest class. It's what impacts your taxable value most. We do plan on having those run early this year, probably towards the middle of June.
Okay, so my taxes would have been 3.7 raised. And where does the extra from, how do you assess the new construction, the on-capping and that?
So if you had a property that had an assessed value of $100,000 and your taxable value was 50,000, meaning you've lived there a long time, there was no transfers, it did not uncap. You would get the 3.1% increase in your taxable value, even if your assessment stayed the same, you'd still get it because it doesn't exceed the assessed value. And then if you added, say, a pole barn that was worth 20,000 assessed, half of 40, then that would go on top of that taxable value. So yes, you can with new construction recognize additional increase in your taxable value. And you can also experience loss if the pole barn was destroyed in a windstorm.
But the person would have to go to the board of review and discuss that direct through the township or the city, whatever.
Oh, the board of review is only there to address assessed value, market value things. The taxable value should be locked in at 3.1. If you didn't do anything to your property, your assessed value could go wherever based on the market, but your taxable value should only increase at 3.1% for last year unless you had new construction or loss.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pete.
Then David, would you read the first resolution for us, please?
Of course, George. Motion to accept the equalized value recommendation presented by the county equalization director of $2,312,882,320.
Second.
Move the second. Roll call, please.
Ambrositis,
Yes.
Gross,
Yes.
Meinhardt,
Yes,
Jeffy,
Yes.
Haskell,
Yes.
Bankin,
Yes.
Gilmore,
Yes.
Hoagland,
Yes.
Hausler.
Yes.
Okay, motion carried. Okay, would you do number 2?
I make a motion to approve the state tax commission assessment roll certification. County Board of Commissioner, CBC L 4037, and allow the chair to sign.
Second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Gilmore,
Yes.
Ambrositis,
Yes.
Hausler,
Yes.
Jeffy,
Yes.
Bankin,
Yes.
Gross,
Yes.
Hoagland,
Yes.
Meinhardt,
yes,
Haskell.
Yes.
Okay, motion carried. Marlene, would you do number 3?
Make motion to approve the personal and real property totals L 4024 and allow the chair to sign.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Roll call, please.
Haskell,
Yes.
Hoagland,
Yes.
Meinhardt,
yes,
Ambrositis,
Yes.
Gilmore,
Yes.
Bankin,
Yes.
Jeffy,
Yes.
Hausler,
Yes.
Gross.
Yes.
Motion carried. Okay, we're down to public comment.
Thank you very much, folks, and very well put together as far as the motions. I usually have to. Thank you.
Jenny, you still have anything to say?
No,
I think, Lori's packet had everything in there, the taxable, our tax rate went to 4.6.
Yeah, we talked about that just a little bit, the Hadley, we had a rollback, but it was. I think I put that in the email too.
Yeah. So we-
Okay, do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
I'll second. Second, we adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned.
Pete, can you get